What is going on, guys? Today we have got Moments Gundogan. Not necessarily the player that I thought he was going to be. I genuinely thought he might have been over a 90. Just coming in Team of the Year, I thought we could have seen something a little bit higher. It's going to take him a while to get to this sort of rating anyway. So a 90 plus would have been quite nice. Again, it is a free card, so you're asking sometimes a little bit too much. It is all in squad battles or rivals once again. And in terms of the card, we'll have a look at that in a second. Looks pretty average on the card, so he is Prem and German, so he's got some good links. Assist 4 goals using through balls, semi-pro or rivals again. Score 5 goals with Prem, midfielder, fair enough. Score an assist using German players in 3 separate, and then win 6 matches with at least 4 Premier League players. Should be relatively standard, to be honest. So, are you tired of using players like this? I would much rather have teams more like this. Then I recommend going over to skycoach.gg for all of your coaching and coins needs. They are cheap, fast and reliable, but at the checkout make sure you are using code JT11 for a discount on your orders. Back to the video. Realistically, if I was looking at this, the through balls can be done in one match, doesn't have any requirements of who it needs to be with. The midfielder ones need to be the goals, so again you could go and put a midfielder in and then obviously in-game swap him up front. That would work. The midfielder role is CDM, CM, Cam, left mid and right mid. They are all the midfielder roles. Anything other than that is either defenders or attackers, so that is what you want to go with there, and it has to be at the start, and I believe it has to be in the position as well. So you couldn't put a centre mid as a striker. It's got to be a centre mid in a centre mid role. Score and assist using German players, again pretty standard. I'd probably go for that one first, and if you can obviously have the full Premier League in there at the same time, that is perfect. So we'll have a look at the card and then we'll break down the squad if I can have a look at the squad itself, but everything is a little bit buggy at the moment. A 4-star, which is actually really nice. 5'11", high, medium, right foot. We've got leadership, injury prone as the 2 traits. In terms of pace, you'd more than likely go with a shadow for that card. In terms of him, let's have a look and see what sort of bonus that would give you. We have got shadow. Let's have a look. So if we go with a shadow on him, it will give you 86 pace, 85 defending, turns him into an 89 centre mid. I mean, for a free card, it's not terrible. I was expecting a little bit better from him. Great composure, ball control, nice. We've obviously got a good amount of passing on him. Agility balance could do with some work, but I definitely think the shadow is going to be more beneficial. If you went, say, for the engine instead, you would lose out on the defending upgrade, which I think is going to be vital for this guy, just to get the agility balance. And it adds passing, which he most definitely doesn't need straight away. So a shadow would be perfect with him. In terms of the card then, so we're looking at Premier League midfielders, 4 Premier League players, and then the German up front. I think you could obviously go with Havertz if you wanted to go for Prem as well. And obviously if you went for midfield, you could also do that. So if we go into a new squad, just so I can see the club itself without any of my players in it, let's have a look and see. Just go with that. Beautiful, no censored word. So if we were going for a German up front, we would go with Concepts. Well, we just did forwards, of course we did. So if we go German up front, that's better. So Gerd Muller's obviously the normal one. We have Valer, unfortunately has no Prem as well. What do we have? Closer. Gomez is not a bad shout. Anybody else? I'm thinking more Prem. We'll have a look. We'll go Havertz, yes. Again, probably, can we go with a midfielder? We can get him as a cam, so that would count if you wanted to do both from midfield and obviously that. And then Undav, I think is how you pronounce his name. I don't think it's Yundav. And then we've got Fulkrok. So really, there's not a huge amount of option if you haven't necessarily got the top. But I'd imagine you've got a couple, which if you are trying to do the score and assist with 2 players, so you get it done much easier, you only have to do 1. If you're looking in terms of Prem, there is loads of players that you can go with. In terms of the midfield I've personally got, I can imagine loans are going to be first. You can definitely tell it's buggy on this market already. Come on. We need to, well, it's going to get me to 8 minutes at the very minimum, or maybe not actually, but in general, we try and do something like this. Here we go. So Casemiro, obviously KDB, Mahrez would count, Sterling would, So to be fair, midfield-wise, there's plenty that can score. You are looking more towards your cams. But again, if you go for like a Kuleveski, you can put him at right mid and then change him in-game to go up front. You definitely want someone with a little bit more on the shooting side. If they are having to score, you can obviously as well do it in semi-pro squad battles. If you are in Elite Division, it's going to be a little bit harder than just putting in a random player. Obviously in squad battles, you can get it done pretty easily. With that one, I believe it is just four goals. I don't think it's in separate matches. It is just the three separate matches for the assist and score with German players, and then the 6 wins is a standard. I did think this this crash was going to happen. It looks like we are fully down and we can't do anything, but we know roughly what's going on. In terms of obviously this, make sure you get the assist through balls. That's a standard. It's pretty easily. Then obviously if you're going for the score with the midfielders, personally just whack them up front. Havertz is going to be your best option, and then obviously just pick another German player if you wanted to get the assist and the score at the same time, because obviously it counts as one. Otherwise you need to get an assist and then you need to score if you're only using one German player. And then just throw any 4 random Premier League in there. Virgil, Varane, if you wanted to go for a Walker, go for I don't know, a Chilwell at left back or an Edison in net, that will work pretty well. So if you did enjoy, make sure you like and subscribe. Let me know if you're going to be finishing Gundogan. And next is the Team of the Year reviews. Let's get to it. Peace.